Greetings, Cardfighters. If you're interested in trying out this game, then watch this video on how to play. I am joined by my friend Trent, and as we play along, we will explain how the rules go. We were originally going to play this tutorial game without the abilities, but how can we not explain how the game works if we don't use any card abilities?
Well, we can hold off on card abilities until we stride to grade 3 or grade 2. Or, well, ride, not stride.
Yes, we will wait till we get to grade 3.
Alright. And obviously, to decide who gets to go first, you would obviously need something randomized, so we are using a D20.
An actual D20, not a spin down from Magic the Gathering.
Yes.
After I cut the deck,
with a regular D20,
we decide who goes first. Whoever rolls the highest number gets. I rolled an 8.
There was an 8 and 1.
Clearly, I won the die roll, so I get to choose who if I go first or second. I will go first to show you how the rules go. First, as you can see, we have our starting vanguards in our Vanguard circle.
Our starting vanguards have to be grade 0.
Exactly. Now we draw 5 cards from the top of our decks to become our opening hands. However, before the game can start, we have the option of reshuffling cards back to the deck. This is called a mulligan. I will return 1 card back to the deck.
As will I.
We draw the same number of cards we're returning, and we shuffle back. To show that we are both not cheating, we offer each other's decks to be cut, just to be a fair sportsman. Oh dear, I hope you did not hear that, folks.
Opening card packs is a gamble. However, if you're a collector, that's not a bad choice.
Now that our hands are open and ready, we can start the game by saying, Stand up, Vanguard! Vermilion Gatekeeper.
Blackboard Parrot.
Since I won the die roll, I choose to go first. I start my turn by drawing a card. Then I enter my ride phase. From your hand, choose a unit from your hand with a grade higher than your current Vanguard. And I do. I will ride Cuticle Breaker, Pavla.
Of the 1 out of 6 packs, right? So
then calls the call. Then the main phase. This is where you can call units from your hand to rearguard, which is like so. And I'll do so by calling Alluring Succubus. Then the battle phase. However, since I'm going first, the player that goes first cannot attack on the turn, so they must pass turn to the opponent.
Alright, obviously start off the turn by drawing, and then to a ride, calling a unit to the rear, and then attacking.
When you're about to take an attack, you have the option of either taking it by declaring no guard, or you can use units from your hand to defend. However, since we are at no damage, I will declare a no guard.
From here, you do what is called a drag check. You reveal the top card of the deck, and see if there's a trigger. There was a trigger. This particular trigger is a front trigger. So all units in the front row would get an extra power boost. However, since there was no Guardians, and I have no other front row units other than the Vanguard, the power is irrelevant.
And now I perform a damage check. Since my Vanguard was hit, I reveal the top card and send it to my damage zone, right here. If one of us takes 6 damage, you lose the game. Now, for my damage check, I got a no trigger, so nothing else happens.
Alright, and the turn is now yours.
I will now draw, since all my units are standing. I will ride Werewolf Seeger.
Alright, Levi, you get to win this round. No one wanted to play. So, Scott and Richard, and Connor and Jace.
Okay. Cool. Oh, and she won.
With support from Alluring Succubus, Werewolf Seeger attacks.
I will go ahead and guard that attack.
And now I perform a drive check. I drew a critical trigger. Let's see. I believe that will be enough for me to get through the attack. Trigger units in the V era gain an extra 10,000 instead of 5,000 like the originals.
And that will be plenty enough for that to go through.
Since I got a critical trigger, I added an extra damage to my Vanguard.
And now, instead of 1 damage check, I take 2. First check, front trigger. Now, usually, I would give power to all the front row units. However, since there is no other attacking units, I will disregard. Second check, there is no trigger.
At my end phase, the trigger effects will cease, and they return to normal attack power value.
Then I will stand, draw, and ride. To attack the Vanguard.
I'll let that through.
Drive check, no trigger.
A damage check. I got a heal trigger. If my damage count was more or equal to my opponent, I would recover 1 damage. However, since I have 1 less damage than he does, I don't recover. And the power is also irrelevant since there's only 1 attacker.
And the turn will be yours.
I will now stand and draw. As I ride, Ghoulish Despoiler. And now, here's the fun part for V. All grade 3s have a special icon under their twin drive. Mine requires me a Protect, which I added to my hand, which I allow to use to defend myself on the next attack. And also, since I have now ascended to grade 3, I'm capable of activating my abilities for now.
Usually, abilities would be activated when the conditions are met. However, this game, since this is a tutorial, we will not be using abilities until going to grade 3.
My Ghoulish Despoiler has an on-ride skill, and it requires a counterblast. To do so, I flip a card from my damage zone and place it face down. He allows me to soul charge 2 cards. Soul charging means I take the top card of my deck and send it to my Vanguard Soul, as you can see right here. And he allows me to acquire one of the cards in my Soul that is grade 2 or below. I will add the March Rabbit of Nightmare Land back from my Soul to my hand. I will now activate the skill of Alluring Succubus. She too has a counterblast, and she moves herself to the Soul. I now get to check the top 7 cards for up to 2 grade 3s. I'm correct. Yes, I look at the top 7 and reveal up to 2 grade 3s. I reveal Cuticle Killer Merchant. I shuffle the remainder. And I have the option of sending this grade 3 to my hand, or send it to the Soul. I will send it to the Soul, just for convenience sake.
At the moment, if I get 3 or more land cards in my graveyard, he goes to 3/3s, and he has the ability to pay 2, tap, and sacrifice a land. to search my library for land and put it on the field. So.
I will now call a cuticle breaker Pavla. With her support, Ghoulish the Spoiler will attack now.
I will go ahead and complete guard.
A complete guard, ladies and gentlemen, is a unit that allows you to nullify an attack entirely, no matter how high the attack power is.
Actually, that is what is called a sentinel. It gives a complete guard which does that. And, of course, there is a cost to it. You would have to discard another card from your hand.
As you can tell by the no shield logo on this Spectacle Chipmunk unit card. As also the shield icon is golden, to represent that it will defend you no matter how powerful the opponent is. I will now do my twin drive. Grade 3s are able to do this. I got a critical trigger and a non-trigger. However, since the attack was nullified, my critical was wasted. So that will conclude my turn.
Alright, from there I will stand, draw, and ride to grade 3. For this clan, the imaginary gift is Excel. There are 3 imaginary gifts: Excel, Protect, and Force. Excel grants another rearguard circle. That is front row. And now, since the house rule has been met, I will go ahead and use the skill of Pencil Hero Hamsuke. When placed, since I have a Pencil Knight and Pencil Squire in the soul, I get to discard 2 cards and get another imaginary gift, Excel. And I get to search my deck for Pencil Knight and Pencil Squire Hamsuke, calling them to the rearguard circles.
Oh yeah, I do too. I'm glad it's a wizard. I'm going to
my creature +3/+3.
1, 2, 3, and I can go down 1.
I will then call a unit to the Excel circle. When a unit is on an Excel circle, it gets a boosted 10,000 power during your turn only. And now for all the skills that I have. Silver Wolf, since it is in the back row, it gets 4,000 extra power. For Pencil Knight Hamsuke, since my Vanguard is Pencil Hero, it gets a boosted 3,000. Pencil Squire gets 4,000 due to my Vanguard being Pencil Hero. And Geograph Giant gets a boosted 8,000 since it is on an additional rearguard circle, hence the Excel circle. From there,
Oh, no, you didn't yet, because he said he'll hit you twice.
I will go ahead and attack the Vanguard.
For me, I think I will defend by using my Protect. Protects work like Sentinels, only you're allowed to have more than just 4, since they're not in your deck technically. I will discard a copy of Werlusch Greifrichter.
Alright, and I will do my twin drive. First check, no trigger. Second check, no trigger.
Afterwards, my Protect returns to my gift zone.
Next up, I will attack with Geograph Giant.
I'll let that through just to be sportsmanlike. No trigger, so it goes to my damage zone.
And I will go ahead and attack the Vanguard. Yep. Then that is 24,000 attack.
Keep swinging it. 5. Kill Great Titan. And then I
defend with 2 Blitz Ritters.
Alright.
My turn.
Exile it or just grade it? Okay.
That is continuous since all of those effects are continuous. And I will, since it is the end of my turn, I will go ahead and activate Pencil Squire Hamske's skill. I have to Soul Blast 1, which is removing 1 card from the soul, and I put him into the soul. And search for 1 Pencil Knight Hamske. Reveal it and put it into my hand.
This is what we call a deck search. Some effects allow you to search the top for a card from your deck and add it to your hand or superior call it to your rear guard. Afterwards, a shuffle is required. It is mandatory, not optional. And I offer a cut, just to make sure.
And the turn is now yours.
I will now stand and draw. As I ride, Cuticle Killer, Merchant. I activate her skill.
First, you have to get your oh, there is no.
She has no
imaginary
icon.
gift.
Yes, some grade 3s don't have the icon symbol in their card. Also, here's a fun little tidbit. Cuticle Breaker Pavla has a skill. Since my Vanguard is Merche, she gets a 10,000 boost. Next, I will call my Werewolf Seeger to rearguard. Seeger has a skill as well. Since as long as my soul has 5 or more, he gets a 5,000 power boost. With support from Pavla, I'll have Merchesh attack. I'll activate Merchesh's skill. Upon attacking, I counterblast and discard a card. I'll discard Ruth Vin. I superior call from the soul a copy of Pavla and Cuticle Assassin Sabina to rearguard. And Marchesh gains an extra 5,000. Pavla gains 10,000 since my Vanguard is Marchesh. And Sabine gets a +1 critical since my Vanguard is Marchesh.
This will be a no guard.
A twin drive is in order. First check. Second check. Double. No triggers there.
Damage check, no triggers.
With support from Pavla, Sabina attacks.
This will be another no guard.
Remember,
Damage check.
she has an extra
First.
critical.
I got a heal trigger. Since our damage is equal, I do get to heal 1 damage.
And of
Damage
course,
check second, no trigger.
and of course the power is added to the Vanguard, which is 10,000.
The power is added to whichever unit you so desire. However, in this case, the Vanguard would be the better option.
Regrettably, my Werewolf Seeker is not powerful enough to take down Hamske. So, in this
Actually, it is.
Oh. Yeah.
Hamske is only at 12,000. Oh.
I meant your
Weird.
Vanguard Hamske.
The Vanguard, right.
I think I'll have Seeger attack Geograph Giant.
That will not.
No, it will be Pencil Knight Hamske.
Pencil Knight Hamske. I will go ahead and intercept. So grade 2s have the extra ability to be able to help guard when they are in the front row rear guard circles. However, once they do, they are retired just like any normal guardian.
This is main phase 2.
And my turn is over.
Reduce the ashes.
I will now stand
Deals 5 damage.
and draw. I will not ride this turn, though I will call a Geograph Giant to the cell circle, as well as Idol Teacher Hatsune,
Hatsune.
and another Pencil Knight
I always think of,
A.CF.C.
for instance, look at it, I always think of flavor text from a card.
Then I will
I think it was like
attack.
lava wave or something. It was like,
I forgot to get rid of the power
of course
boost
I
there.
fight fire with fire.
I will attack
You
the
fight everything
Vanguard.
with fire. This flavor
Marsh
text
Rabbit of Nightmare Land will guard as I drop a copy of Werewolf Seeger.
Twin Drive, first check, no trigger. Second check, no trigger.
Since it's 2/3, it melts whenever you
Next attack. Idle Teacher Hatsune will attack your Vanguard.
Yeah, I am. Just because I'm sick.
I'll let that through. A damage check. No trigger.
And Hatsune has a skill. I will Soul Blast 1.
This was.
Soul Blast 1, and I get to draw a card, since that attack hit a Vanguard.
That's what we call an on-hit skill.
Not gonna take that bet.
Geograph Giant will attack your Vanguard.
Okay, 16. Okay.
I'll let that through. Damage check. It's a heal trigger.
And you do heal 1 damage.
They all have like.
I will, obviously, I'll grant the power to Marchesh and recover 1 face down damage.
Rivals make Salon and that's Dominator.
It looks like none of my attacks will go through with the Vanguard. So, Pencil Knight will attack Werewolf Seeker.
I'm gonna look at 7.
I will guard with Blitz Ritter.
Alright. And the other Hamske will attack Sabina.
I'll defend with my Prisoner Beast.
Alright. From there, the turn is now yours.
I will now stand and draw.
Risk.
I'll call Alluring Succubus. With support from Pavla, Marchesh attacks the Vanguard.
This will be a no guard.
A twin drive. First check. Second check. No triggers.
Damage check. Front trigger. All of my front row units get 10,000 extra power. I will just give the power to the Vanguard, and I will remember that the rest of the units have an extra 10,000.
With support from Pavla, Sabina will attack the Vanguard for 27 with +1 crit.
27. I will go ahead and guard that attack.
As I figured. With Alluring Succubus supporting Werewolf Seeger, the Vanguard is at his mercy.
Let's see, so that is
22 coming your way.
22.
It's even.
I will go ahead and intercept.
And that will conclude my turn.
I will now stand. Draw. And ride. Heavy Brain Mormodon. Calling to Excel Circle. Pencil Hero Hamske. The Pencil Knights lose their power boost due to the Vanguard not being Pencil Heroes. I will then call a Silver Wolf to rearguard. Since it is in the back row, it gets a boosted 4,000 power. And from here, I will activate the skill of Mormodon for a Counter Blast and a Soul Blast of a grade 3. All of my front row units get 10,000 extra power, and my opponent cannot intercept.
I believe I'm in trouble right now.
Then I will attack the Vanguard.
I
22, 34.
will not guard.
Twin drive. First check. A front trigger.
Even more power to contend with.
Second check. No trigger.
A damage check. No trigger.
I will cast
Alright.
Dagger Shell, Arrow Cards.
Geograph Giant will attack the Vanguard.
That will be a no guard. A damage check. How fitting. The ace of this deck is the last card to be added to the damage zone. I've attained 6 damage, therefore I have lost the game. That will now conclude our tutorial game for V era. Be on the lookout for our video for tutorial on the G era.
Alright.
I'm not hoping to see more of that.